anymore.
Do I feel a dissociation from my body? I would tell if there was with an arcana check, I think, but...
You do feel that, yeah. You do feel like you're no longer kind of with your body.
Quite worried because this kind of transportation is extremely dangerous to the untrained, and my character's not trained in stuff like this. I look around to see my surroundings. Is there anything different with the room?
This only happens for like a quick second, so you only get a chance to look around for like a second, and right when the vision is just about to end and you look around, you see a figurine, and then you're back to where you were before.
A figurine? Like a...
What does it like? What does it look like?
It's
I tell?
Silhouette.
It's I meant a silhouette.
A silhouette in the...
Of a person? Or a thing?
You do not know. Like, it was so fast you do not know. But it was sort of closely resembling.
It's a dagger.
No.
I turn around and start heading back up to the cave.
Right. And that's right around the time when they were in the cave.
Okay. And I just start, as I'm back at the cave now, what would I do at that point?
You guys adventure down?
I have the lantern out instead.
Alright, so are you guys heading down now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys do manage to make it far enough so that you see the flicker of light, but you also hear footsteps running towards you.
Speed walking, more like it, not running.
Speed walking.
Throw an axe.
Abnormally fast.
I cast magic missile.
Throw an axe into the
I throw an energy strobe at the sound.
Everyone cast all of your strong powers. It's a block.
Okay, I daily it.
Serious moment now. Okay, what do you do when you hear these steps coming
I
towards you?
ready my sword.
I pull up my lantern.
I wield my double axes.
Alright.
And get ready to trip someone into my double axes.
You see someone coming closer and closer, closer.
Wouldn't I see them?
Yeah, he'd be able to.
You see them too, and then you start running towards them. What do you say out?
Guys, it's me, Drakkar.
You all hear this?
No.
Kill it!
I told you guys my
It's a monster.
though.
I stay all of you guys from doing anything stupid.
We're kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I run into the lantern light with you guys.
You all of you recognize the voice.
Yeah.
Right.
What time is it? This is the first thing I asked.
Well,
It
it's
is
morning.
But I wouldn't know this because I've been in the cave.
Well,
It is
We say morning.
Oh.
They have internal clocks really good?
No, the Drow, in the Underdark, it's timeless. They only know because inside their main cities, they actually have an enchantment on this big, huge statue that tells the time. It's kind of complicated, but they don't just naturally know the time.
Okay.
It's just, in the Underdark, time has no meaning. So that's why I ask. It's only something that is on the surface, and that is with the lore.
Okay.
Okay. I quickly explain that I just had a longing for going to the cave. That's why I left, and I trusted the old man. But there's something wrong with the cave. I strongly believe that these astral entities reside in the cave. If not astral entities, some other spiritual being, because I felt like I was disassociated from my body when I tried to sense what was within the cave.
Well,
is there a strong pull from these astral beings?
a strong pull.
Yeah, like a strong force of them in that room.
You wouldn't be able to tell at this
No,
point.
because if it's really strong, my character will be naturally pulled.
Well,
It's not strong
not
enough for
really,
you.
because you don't have any association with these beings.
No, but spirits in general.
No, you
No,
don't.
No.
You don't. That's not within your background bonus. You don't. Okay, so I
Well, I start walking towards the room anyway.
I agree. I go there too.
Yeah, I'd head down there.
Alright, so you all head down there, even Jakor?
Yeah, I follow them. I was gonna ask is if we could all just take a look.
Alright, so
Sit
you're
on
all
down.
inside now, and you see that there's still the kind of fog looming, hovering over the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems to be pretty much just blank room otherwise.
Careful of that fog. Within it, I saw a silhouette when I was disassociated from my body.
Can
I step into the room.
Right.
I reach at the fog.
Can I grab at the fog? Or let who?
Nothing happens when you try to grab at the fog.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm in the middle of the room right now.
Try to breathe the fog? Yeah, try to breathe the fog.
Breathe it or breed it?
Breathe.
Breathe it?
Breathe it. I will take you and mash you together.
Hey, more fog.
More of it.
Okay, so You breathe it. It's nothing happens.
Does it smell funny?
Nope.
Oh,
It's like a regular fog.
okay.
I swallow it.
Eat it.
All of it.
You can't. That's impossible.
I hold out the figurine
The
and
fog
see what
is away and
happens.
it goes
You hold out the figurine. Nothing happens, but the figurine does feel like it's sort of tingling in your hands now.
I hold out my palm.
Nothing happens when you hold out your palm.
I hold out my palm.
Stop doing this! I don't know your backstory yet!
But yours is irrelevant.
Exactly. I don't have anything on my palm.
I have the symbol connected to a specific spirit.
Which one?
A specific spirit.
No. Well, I would.
Well, actually, no. It would be quite obvious by now. Spirit of Rage.
Oh. No. Nothing. You don't feel anything from
I
it.
take an amulet, hold it in the fog.
Nothing happens.
Darn it!
I
Yeah,
wave
but
my
you
axes
take
in
your
the
own
fog.
stuff.
Association to your type of spirit, so don't worry.
I wave my axes in the fog.
Nothing happens. You keep taking out all these items. My goodness.
I use magic missiles. I'm just-
Oh,
I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
Alright.
Maybe the monocle can see through the fog.
26.
26. Same thing happens to you with him. Although when you look around, you don't see a silhouette like he did.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Alright?
Arcana check. 17.
I look over at
Wow.
you and I nod.
You don't see
understanding
anything.
now.
You see purple haze. That
Hey,
Whoa.
Jimi Hendrix.
Did everything? What? Did anything taste like purple for a second?
It's great.
Why don't I see anything?
But the only difference now is that as you did your Arcana checks, you slightly noticed, but you didn't notice that you now possess something that is reacting to this room now.
Can I roll
Can I
again?
show her?
You can try one.
I roll a perception check to figure out what it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna use common
Non-natural
sense. Can I
20.
feel it in my
I do
hand?
that.
I strongly believe that it is my left boot.
Yeah.
I take off my left boot and start running around the room with it.
Okay. And what do you do?
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20?
Because I very strongly
Alright,
believe it's my boot.
you do common sense and you do feel like it is this, but she says, but what she feels is like it's not only just that.
Mm.
You feel that it's another item that you possess. Well, not you, but someone else in this.
Okay.
I don't think it's me. Or it's my left boot. It is very...
I'm just staring at the statue.
It is my left boot.
Can I roll it? No, I can't. I don't know what's
Because
going on.
I know what you mean, but because of my low check, I very strongly believe it is my left boot.
I did a perception check and I got a 20.
Damn it, because I lost it if I know what it
What
is
did
now.
you search for?
I was doing a perception check to see if I could tell exactly what the items were that we're pulling. And I got a natural 20.
They weren't pulling though.
Well, no, that we're being...
Oh,
whatever-
reacting to
yeah.
this.
I know what it is.
It's the boot.
But no, I actually know what it really is, but I can't say it.
Can you look through the monocle and see if it can see the...
I know that's what it is! Someone needs to say that.
Yeah,
I'm the
so...
only one who
So you-
saw you loop
I roll a
it.
natural
He's the
20.
only one who
You're
knows
not-
what
I
it
wanna
is.
say
But I don't feel the thing. I can't
I
tell that it's
know.
an item.
When
You
were-
know it's
when
an
you were
item
here-
of some sort,
when you
and
were
one
in
of
here,
these
you
two is
took out the
holding it,
monocle.
but you don't know because.
Oh, yeah, I
one
did take it
was
When you
down.
were in here,
Yes,
you
I did.
took
Yes,
out
I
the
did.
monocle.
Yes, I did.
I looked to you and say, hey, don't you have that monocle? Where'd you get that from?
There you go.
In the house over there.
Really? Try to look through the fog with it.
I slowly and regretfully put down my boot and put it back on. And I pull out the monocle and look through it.
As soon as you put it on, do you close your other eye?
Yeah.
You close your other eye so you don't see your natural realm. But when you see through this, although it's cracked and it's still very fuzzy, you can sort of see like this same room, but it looks very different in a way. So it's the same room, but it has different aspects to it.
Like what?
Like the walls are no longer rock grayish color, they're more blue, and there's now rather than the fog, it's like a sort of spirit flying, like spirits flying everywhere, but they're not spirits. They're like, they seem like it though.
Paper?
No.
Snow?
Is there any
So it looks
dead
more
bodies
gross.
in the room? Is there any dead bodies in the room?
Nope, no dead
Can you
bodies.
see what the silhouette?
Alright,
yet.
so I'm gonna do an eagle eye perception check.
Right.
Whoa.
Whoa, through a
Oh.
monocle.
Oh wait, no, this is mine, right? This is
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah,
the
you
red
were the
one's
red one.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Well, you managed to see past some of the cracks and the smudginess on the monocles, and you managed to see one sort of silhouette of a person walking off into the distance.
I'm gonna sort of gesture and start saying, hey, 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 hey.
You do that, and
Yeah.
it still
Listen.
keeps going away from you.
I'm gonna follow it.
Okay, you begin to follow it, and as you follow it, you get closer and closer as it goes farther away, but you manage to keep catching up to it. And then to a certain point, you walk out, and then suddenly it all disappears. And then when you open your eyes again, you look, you're now outside of the fog.
What? Did he just walk away from us? We didn't know why?
No, he
And
didn't
he's
walk,
going-
he's still in there with you. He just walked outside of the fog with his natural body.
But was he waving and stuff too?
He was
Like,
waving and stuff too.
He had it. He was like, "What's
So
happening?"
now I'm here, right?
It's like, well,
No, you're not outside. You're just in a part of the room where the fog isn't.
So I
moving.
basically they sort of slowly start going, hey, 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 hey,
They, like,
hey,
walk
and
away
start
from
walking
us.
away.
Can I try and put the fog in my water skin?
No, you can't do that. It escapes your water skin before.
All right, I'm gonna put the monocle back on now that I'm inside again.
You're
Me
inside the fog
Me
again?
I
observing
walk back
this, I step outside the fog, wondering if the spirits of the dead or other spirits are actually the fog itself. And I mention this.
I put the monocle
As we
back
all
on.
see him and we think he's crazy because he's randomly chasing something nobody else can see.
What you were
don't
chasing
think-
seems to be gone now, and everything looks the same as when you put it on again.
If these are spirits, would they be astral?
Well, you already know that.
Would they
Could be
speak Dwarven?
No,
would they speak?
I
through
start
fog?
speaking Dwarven.
nothing seems to reply to you.
I say, hey, hey, hey,
Nothing
hey,
seems to
hey.
reply
I-
to you.
I actually, I speak out in Elven, asking if there's anyone there that can understand me.
You get no response. They're
Anybody in this room know any Elven?
BR, BR, BR,
Brazilian.
Hey, hey, hey,
BR.
Hey.
Money, please.
hey, hey, hey,
I report
Listen.
you.
hey.
Hey, hey, listen.
Oh my god, it's Daffy! Everybody run!
So what the hell do we do?
Dude, can I look around the room for anything else in there?
I'm
I'm gonna
also
do a
gonna try
perception
the
check
magic
on the room
monocle.
itself. To
It's
see
magic.
if there's
Yeah,
any
that's what.
secret
just-
doorways. or
Magic
something.
monocle?
You could try.
You do the magic monocle.
I fail.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
you see nothing.
Let's just not even
I'm
go there.
blind.
No, my character.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
What was
No,
I
you
doing
go-
again?
Oh, okay.
I get distracted by my bird. Oh, I love birds.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
What was it? Perception I was rolling.
And he looks up and he remembers.
24.
Oh, I love
24.
I'm
birds.
just looking around for anything out of the ordinary, or ordinary. That's important.
You don't see anything that's in the ordinary or out of the ordinary.
It's just a cave.
It's just a
with,
cave.
with purple mist.
Well, it's a fog.
What
and you can
direct-
barely see the purple in it.
I asked Corey what has he saw when he put on the monocle.
I saw purple and blue and silhouette.
Silhouette. Could you elaborate?
Just a shadow figure or something leaving.
It wasn't a
the-
shadow. It was more of a light figure.
Oh, a figure of light leaving the.
What direction did it go?
You were going in you were following it, so it.
It was going towards the outwards of the cave.
No, it was going the other way.
Deeper into the cave.
There's the deeper.
Well, you
as
can't
far
go
as we
deeper.
know, it's a room.
It's just a
So
room.
where was it going?
I ask you if I can borrow the monocle.
I
Yes,
have
yes.
the monocle.
So,
But what
which
way
way
was
was
the
it
spirit
going?
going then?
It was going outside, where you arrived from the cave.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stairs.
So it's going out of the cave.
Yeah.
That's why I just asked, and you said no, it was going deeper. And I asked you if there was a deeper, and you said no.
Yeah, there's
Be
no
more
deeper.
clear.
There's no deeper in the natural. Let's just say.
Okay.
Ugh. History's only 17.
17
On the monocle.
on the monocle.
Yes.
Sorry.
You don't know who made this. And the monocle, the features of it don't give any sort of anything away.
I'm going to run out of the cave.
I
Okay.
actually just got another idea.
Okay.
So whenever you're done, I just got a new idea
Eventually, I'll run out of the cave.
that you may have given.
I'm gonna do a religion check on it just in case.
We did a religion check on it.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
when
shit.
we
Oh,
found the
right.
monocle, we rolled like everything except
Alright.
Arcana on it.
Arcana.
Except Arcana.
Yeah, we didn't roll an
I'm
Arcana.
gonna roll an Arcana on it right now.
Okay, here.
Aw.
He's
Yours is
got a
probably
plus
higher.
11.
Here,
Yeah.
take it.
Okay, I take the monocle and I first
I made
study.
something better than the ogre.
Show the
Dragon.
camera. Show it.
It,
You can't see it. They can't see it.
dragon.
It's a
Hagen.
hang. Yeah, I was
Hang.
about to say that.
I rolled a 16 for
We're
Arcana.
adult.
You do see that.
Or Drolk. Because you might want to get the
Well,
first
you do
two
feel
letters.
that.
But that would be the drunken hulk.
you know that you can
Drunk.
see other
That
realms
drunk.
with this monocle now,
Mm.
I put on the monocle.
and you see exactly what he sees.
Except in infrared.
Nope.
Nope.
I step into the fog. So what am I seeing exactly?
Exactly what he saw. Like everything is sort of like the walls are bluish now, and the fog is now more purple in this than it was.
I'm going to. What
Yeah,
kind
my
of check
bird's
would that
definitely
be?
not in this room right now. And for some reason, I lack a shadow.
Engineering.
Can I make a dash for the entrance?
Can I
Okay, because he said the thing was like leaving. Right?
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can tell what dimension I'm looking into? Or would that be a different check, or is that even possible?
That's not really possible at this moment.
So okay, so I have no idea.
Corey
what-
getting another idea, sort of gestures
Mhm.
for the monocle.
Oh, can I see him gesturing with the monocle?
Yeah.
With...
Yes.
Okay, I pass through the monocle.
Alright, I put it back on again.
Mhm.
And I look around to see which ways there are.
You see only one way, and that is outside. But you look around. Oh wait, no. You see another way. But where there was a wall there, you see it keeps going.
I go towards it.
You keep going towards it, and then it disappears, and you see a blank wall in the natural as soon as you step outside of the fog.
I try to touch the wall.
The wall is still there.
I step back into the fog.
Mm-hmm. And you see there was that...
And while still standing in the fog, I reach forward.
You feel your hand stops you in the natural, but you do feel like if you could, your this hand in what you're seeing through the monocle could keep going.
I take a crossbow out of my pack.
Okay.
I throw it.
It hits the wall and goes
Um,
down.
can I do a history check to see if there's any wizards guilds or any
I take the
notable
crossbow back.
wizards or anything around this area?
Mm-hmm.
In
looking
this,
insane
within
again. I'm
like
tired.
3 days travel, I want to see if there's any. I want to do a history check to see if there's any
Right.
notable wizards or wizard guilds in this
Right.
area.
Yeah.
12 plus what's my history? My history is 6, so 12 plus 6
18.
equals 18.
You definitely know that there are no wizard guilds around here. In fact, there are no wizard guilds for a long while until you know that there are very few if you keep venturing more.
So no spellcasters or anything that I can think of. Okay.
Right.
I pipe in saying that if we had an experienced wizard here or an experienced cleric, although that's beyond my understanding all, but I do know clerics and wizards have rituals that they can cast that can separate our souls from our bodies, and we could traverse this in the spiritual realm, but because we don't have that option, I'm just saying, what about that woman?
And I
Sasha?
can't even
I'm
use
just
my
saying, what
background
about that
right now
woman?
because you don't know it.
I
So-
sort of speak out
It's kind of like the reason
and
why
tell
I
you
don't
about the
sleep.
extra pathway.
Yeah.
Pathway. We should see Sasha. If she has any rituals that will allow us to disassociate ourselves from our body, we could try going down that pathway.
I give a nod to your request.
And
so I
while
had-
they're doing that, curious to see if I get a reaction, I approach the wall that he seemed to be touching and I hold up the statue.
Hmm?
I hold up the statue that seemed to be slightly
Or
reacting
symbol.
to the room while still standing in the fog.
Alright, so you see nothing happen because you just do this and nothing really happens. But who's looking through the monocle right now?
I'm still holding it.
Look at that statue.
You don't see anything. But what? Mm-hmm.
You should look at his statue through your monocle.
I give a nod, and I put the monocle on again, and I look directly at the statue.
You can't see the statue anymore.
But can I see that?
No, you can't see them because you're in another room. But what you do see there in the place of a monocle is a dark shadow that is pulsating away from itself.
So, like, you mean in place of the symbol, right?
In the place of the symbol, where he's holding it.
I
and that,
speak
like,
out and ask you to move the symbol around.
You do that, and the shadow moves around, and
I ask you to press it against the wall. The wall where I can see through.
the same thing happens to every other item, but you do notice that that it could keep going, but its natural
Physical
symbol,
form.
I give a nod and
typical
say to go
form
see
stops
Sasha.
at the wall.
I was already dashing out of the room.
Right. So
Towards the.
so you're outside first, and these guys are now just starting to.
Now we're starting to follow after you.
Yeah, and I was actually looking if someone was even
Right.
like at leaving the cave before us.
Right. All right. So you guys are here now.
I think they'd all be behind me, like.
All right. So you're
might be, like,
right over
there.
there.
Because, yeah, he's studying the ground, I'm assuming, right now.
I'm
through
looking
the
for
tracks,
someone or anything that I can see.
I sort of look through the monocle again.
You don't see anything
'Cause
outside
you're
of the
not
cave.
this.
Does he see into the other dimension at all, or does
Nope.
it look normal?
It looks normal. Everything's back to normal.
Okay, so I'm.
It needs
So
to
that-
mist.
That cave is something special about it. Very special.
Watch
Do I
out.
have to roll a
Cave for this.
perception, or can I see anybody?
No, you don't see anybody.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a.
I closed the wall behind us.
I'm gonna roll
Okay.
a.
The liver
nature.
can still be seen.
I sit on it.
What do you do?
I'm gonna roll a nature and see if I can see any sort of tracks in the grass at all, like anything other than ours.
How is your roll?
11.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, I put a bedroll around one of the levers.
Okay.
Well, no, because now if anybody tries to touch it, I'll notice if something's changed about it.
Good plan, actually.
All right. So, yeah.
All right. The army keeps marching east.
Let's go see
Or
Sasha
Could-
if she has any knowledge of the cave and if she can disassociate us from our bodies.
Why would the person who you've got no magical essence from be able to disassociate us from our bodies?
My thinking is this.
Why
She's
not
She's,
you as
unusual.
man?
she's obviously been poring over notes here. The only thing worthy
Wait a
of
minute, wait a
studying
minute,
is
wait a
that
minute, wait a
cave. She might not have who knows what's
no
going on.
magical essence.
And she, Tora, has mentioned to me
Figure
that
leaving.
it could be possible she's masking her power. And I've understand that. So I'm just grasping at straws here, but there is a chance.
My person gets worried before approaching the door.
And she was heavily involved with that group.
Mm-hmm.
So
Something
she might
clicks
have-
in my
have
character's head and
spirit.
he becomes
So I
very
very
careful
strongly
when
believe
approaching
she's
this
what
door.
we need.
Mm-hmm. So you open
I-
the door.
I knock on the door.
I ask for the monocle for a second.
There is no reply when you knock on the door.
I knock on the window.
Window. There's no reply.
I open the door.
window. I continue to knock on the window.
Nothing happens.
And as
I
he's doing
start
that,
banging on the door.
Nothing happens.
I pull out my quarterstaff and I poke the door open.
You poke it open. No, you need to
No,
pull the.
no.
Tora?
I turn it and then I poke.
She's doing something.
Okay, what does she do?
I get a bad feeling with all the lack of responses
So-
from the room.
24. And I say, Sasha, it's Tora.
Nothing
We're here to
happens.
help.
Nothing happens
Again,
when you say this.
I turn the handle and I poke it open with my quarterstaff.
You poke it open, and you see that there's no one in this room now. And in fact, it looks like everything that was there is now gone.
Oh.
To the end. To the end. We go to the end now. Go to the end, guys.
No.
Before you go,
Yelp start bolting.
before you go, I ask for the monocle quickly.
I sort of toss it to you.
I look in the room with it.
You see nothing of any. I'm forward, guys. You see nothing of any concern.
And I go into the
I
room.
drop kick the door.
While they go
You
into
go
the
into
end,
the room?
I stay in the room.
All right.
I was gonna roll a perception while we were running. Can I
Okay.
do that?
Yeah.
17, and I look around the town. The same or different? The statue. Even.
It's the same. Everything
Okay.
seems to be the same. All right. So when
I
you're
kick
in
open
there,
the
what
door.
do you do in this room?
We all burst.
I want to check for any disturbances
Right.
within the room.
So that would be an Arcana check.
Preferably.
Okay.
Reroll that. It was on its side.
That was crap. 12.
12. You don't notice anything different.
Arcana wise.
Arcana wise, you don't feel anything different.
Then I'm gonna do a perception check.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Your perception's so good it breaks into the arcane.
Does he notice like any like marks on the ground, like where some of the stuff was, but it's been moved, or does it look like it has never been there before at all?
Yeah.
No,
it's just
he notices that everything was quickly swept up and left. You only see a couple of papers on the floor, but they look empty.
She was kidnapped by Merlin.
Like everything was like
I mean Disney Merlin.
like
quickly
rushed.
rushed.
What's the type of ground outside the?
That's
building?
my theory. She was kidnapped by Disney Merlin.
The ground seems normal.
Yeah, I'm
But-
saying like, is it soft soil? Like easily leaves footprints.
It doesn't. You know that it doesn't easily leave a footprint, but you do see with your perceptions that that there has been a disturbance in the grass where someone has stepped.
In the force. That someone has stepped.
Well,
You know
there's
what?
bent grass outside of the door.
They probably came and took her when we were in the cave.
No,
Mm.
well,
No.
metagaming right now because we haven't seen it. But my theory would be that she packed up really quickly because if they would have taken her, they wouldn't have grabbed everything. I don't imagine.
Well,
Yeah.
if they were after what
Or
they said
if they
were
were after what she was researching.
They said they needed her for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
It's possible.
reason. Anyway.
Well, old man.
Yeah, old man. Old man's still here.
Yeah, because
I drop kick the
with
door.
my perception, does the door look like it's been busted open at all?
No, it seems like, in fact, when you turn the knob, it seems like nothing has been smashed open or anything. It seems like everything was clean and calm, like just leaving.
All right. So from that, my character can infer that nobody broke in and that she left a.
But you do know that the big the machine that you saw earlier is gone too.
Oh, the thing was strange contraption.
Something strange.
All right. So go back to them now.
It was proton pack.
Okay, so it's
What?
back to us.
It was proton pack.
Yeah, it's a
We're in
proton.
the-
As you leave,
It's strange.
I'm not leaving. I'm just.
It's
Oh,
her.
okay.
Drop kick
I'm
door.
just saying.
okay,
let them
it's
know.
back to them. All right, so you drop kick the door and you see the old man still there and he's still washing a cup, a different cup.
I
this
walk
time.
up to him and put my hand on his face.
You do that. So you touch his face and he kind of swipes you away and
I
returns.
start poking his chest.
He swipes you away. Has your mother ever taught you manners?
No.
No? Oh, okay. I'm sorry to say. Maybe one day I can teach you.
Privately. In my
Where's
chambers.
Sasha? I blatantly get.
You blatantly yell.
Where from
I
where?
repeat
He
his
looks
question.
up and with a sort of discerned looking face, and then he returns back to normal and says, I am not sure where she is. I mean, I did manage to notice someone off in the distance, but it probably wasn't her. I don't know.
That's what we saw leaving.
In the
Did
distance, which
it
way?
have a same? That silhouette you saw? Did it have a similar appearance to her, Sasha?
I'm gonna do a perception check on my memory. I can do that.
Rolling a perception check of a memory. It's a memory.
That'd be an insight.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, that
okay.
doesn't make sense.
Okay,
That's
well, I guess
right.
I use the same thing.
Bad.
9.
9.
Who else saw the?
Can I roll a perception
knows.
check on his memory?
You did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw
you
it
saw
for
it.
a split second. I'm gonna do an insight on it. Good, because I'm trained on insights. Because I did see her for it for a split second, possibly her. Wonderful.
Nobody's able to get this apparently.
I
11.
wish your Arcana wasn't that low
11.
though. 11? You no.
I
Like,
can't remember.
you can't remember.
Okay.
I know there's something going on in the room.
Does anyone else see it?
No, it was only you. You saw it the most.
Did I see a little bit?
And I got a 6.
No.
And you said when I ascended, I didn't see the silhouette. So.
Okay, so let's look at our options here. Probably the Dragonborn would be back by now. Rogar.
No, he's
I haven't headed back.
Oh,
he's still in there.
You're searching
Um,
the room.
let us look at our options. Okay, so we know there's a cave there. And I'm talking to you guys out loud. We know that there's a cave with that room, and that there's potentially in the other realm, it goes on for somehow. We can't. What can we do?
Well, if we can't talk to Sasha, I know who we can talk to. We can go back to the town, and we can talk to them. I'm positive they would know something
That's
about
not a
us.
town. That's just a
Port.
port.
Yes, we can go back to the port. I'm positive they know something about this.
It's only an hour walk, and we got
Half an hour, actually.
Half an hour.
And while they're doing this, I rush out of the house and I'm running towards the inn.
Okay.
Being chased by a dragon.
So yeah,
I talked
it's
to
only
him.
a half-hour walk. Let's go.
Being chased by a giant
That's-
dwarf.
Let's grab Rogar and go.
I
Right
kind
as you
of
say
burst
Rogar,
by
he
you
jumps
and I
in the
run
door.
up to the innkeeper.
Okay. So you run up to the innkeeper?
And you punch him.
No, because I'm the only person right now who knows there's something that's extremely off about him, and I know that he knows way
And you
more than
punch
he's
him.
saying. And I ask him, by chance, do you know how to disassociate somebody from their body?
He looks up at you and
What
He
does
smiles.
disassociate mean?
I'm only
5'7".
What's disassociate?
he just smiles at you.
He's starting to really peeve me now.
Intimidate check.
I'm going to do an intimidate check.
I'm gonna do it too.
I'm gonna do
Re-
two.
Like realizing.
Where did that pizza box go? Because you were the last person that had it. wasn't
23.
it?
No, I probably took it or
He
something.
doesn't
Where's
seem
the
to
It's
be
over there.
phased.
Brett took it.
20.
Natural 20.
He's super
You
scared.
win.
Guys, pizza. He's having that for.
Win it
there you go.
The old man flinches slightly, and it looks like he is just about to get scared and tell you everything, but he returns back to normal
What?
and smiles again.
That was a natural 20.
So obviously that man is not a man
He's a.
because
Otherwise, it would have worked.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not human.
But I did just say he was almost about to, but returned back to normal.
And again, that was a
Fine,
natural.
I'll try again.
Natural 20.
Oh. is
I
there
hold
anything
out the
to
monocle and I ask him what he knows about it.
add?
He looks at
Can't
the
really add to
monocle
a natural 20.
and he stares at you blatantly.
Can I add to a natural 20?
Well, like, see what your intimidate is, and then add it on, so it's like 20 else. 20.
Because I know he's been in this town for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking him what he knows about the owner of this monocle.
All right, you ask him that. All right. He tells you, I don't know the man who used this monocle
Man.
or woman. Who knows? And he just kind of like trails off.
Can I do a check to... What check would it be to check and see if he's bluffing or lying?
Inside.
Insight.
Oh, wonderful. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Oh, wow. You do know that he's not lying, but he does have You do know that he is keeping one thing back. At least one thing back.
You're holding something back from me, sir, and I am tired of it.
What?
We need to know this now. It is very important.
I brandish my double
Please.
axes.
So would I know that I was very, very intimidating and that he barely reacted to me being very intimidating?
Because of how low.
Yeah, I brandish my
How
double
high?
axes.
Or you rolled the natural 20, didn't you?
Yeah, I rolled the natural 20.
And what did he roll?
One? No, I'm
Just to
kidding.
add atmospheric effect to his fear, as I'm holding out my sword, dark, pure black flames start dancing around my sword. And yes, I can do that.
You had an hour to yourself, didn't you? I'm just kidding.
Mhm.
Oh,
I am
sword
bonded
like
with my
himself.
sword.
man.
Oh, sword! No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Anyways, back on topic.
Okay, back on topic.
yeah, so...
He looks down and he kind of mutters, "There is nothing more I can say to you now. You
Tell
do
us.
not know of you do not need to know of any more information."
Tell us.
Does he smell like anything?
He doesn't smell like anything.
Nothing
Tell
at
us.
all?
He smells of a
That's
normal
off!
human being.
Quick!
Normal human being.
Quick, kill him!
Tell us.
Tell you? I was just saying, like, since he wasn't intimidated at all, hold the holy symbol towards him. I don't know. Hold
Okay, do it.
I pull out the statue and I hold it up to him.
You see that the man begins to twitch slightly.
He's undead! Kill him!
Hit him.
It's a bad
I
guy.
ask you quickly, wait, first I'm gonna hold up the monocle and I'm gonna look at the statue. I'm assuming I don't see any change.
What?
I'm putting the monocle to my eye, closing the one, and looking at the statue. I'm assuming I notice no change. Because I'm not in the fog, but...
You're not in the fog, but you do feel like you see it's normal. Yeah, it's like still shivering in your hand slightly though.
I touch him with it.
He backs off.
Touch him with it again.
I move around the thing, and I pretty much corner him with it.
Tell us what you know. All of it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He becomes
Leave nothing out.
he becomes mute and doesn't say anything while you feel a very strange presence.
Hit him with it.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on the strange presence and where's it coming from.
Right.
My character kind of already knows.
Hit him with it.
So you're like this,
My hand
right?
is starting to get
20,
awful vague.
23.
23?
23.
You know that there is a strange presence inside of his body, and it feels like it wants to get out.
Oh, it's a...
My eyes begin to go black, and my shadow recedes from me.
My hand glows bright red. And
I
across the
smack him with the statue right in the chest.
Improvised weapon, do a 1d4 roll.
I'm not doing it for damage.
Yeah. But you
He's
are
trying to hold it, because he
Oh,
never touched him,
and I'm
he
leaping
backed
across the
away
table
before
at
he
it.
could touch him.
Because I cornered him right now.
And so he's going
So it's
to
just boom.
literally
My hand is now
hold it.
glowing bright red, and I'm leaping across the table.
Okay, so when you do
Unless
that,
someone wants to try to stop me.
the old man's body becomes frail slightly, and right when he jumps on him, the old man gets smacked down to the ground.
And I say with a very dark voice, "What do you know?"
The old man.
And I'm not speaking to you, old man. I'm speaking to the being within you.
You see the old man is pale white now and not moving anymore, and you feel that the strange presence isn't there anymore.
I'm going to use a heal check and see if I can check for his pulse.
Right.
Oops, I killed him.
Okay, so...
Hey, you pissed me off.
And I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see if I can feel its
14.
presence still within this room.
14 on my heal check to see if I can check for his pulse.
Right. 14.
By the way, we have 7 minutes left. 6.
27.
27.
14.
Okay, for you, you feel that the old man does not have a pulse anymore.
He's dead, Jim.
Nice. And for your, you feel like the presence is no longer in this room, but has escaped.
Do you announce that?
The presence has vanished along with this man's death.
Oh, his death is vanished?
No.
Don't you mean his life is vanished?
I start beating his corpse.
No, pretty much what I said in the
How?
way I, if you had actually properly
I'm on
been
top
paying
of
attention, I pretty much
I
said
leapt across the table.
when
and
this
attacked
man died, the spirit left.
Okay.
We need to return back to that
Cave
port.
to the cave.
him. I'm
we got-
smashing his chest.
I
Wait.
say to the
That's
cave.
better. That's better.
Yeah. Actually, I say, if you will give me a short period of time, I wish to return to the cave for only a few moments.
Okay,
Still smashing
but
his
we
chest.
have to go to that port right afterwards if nothing new pops up, because before those guys that worship those spirits leave, we need to go to that port. They may have the answers we seek.
Gory agrees! Still smashing chest.
Blood on your face.
I'm in the cave now.
Actually, just for roleplay wise and for my character's curiosity.
We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes, we're good.
Yeah, for us. Just really quickly, I want to do an Arcana check on Corey because I noticed the red hand and his personality changed. My guy's not stupid; he has a high
And
passive
the fact that
insight.
I'm now speaking in first person.
And because my person has a high passive insight, I noticed that change, and I'm going to do an Arcana check on his hand. 26. So you have to tell me though, 'cause that's
Yeah.
your thing.
Alright. You know most of it. But, basically, what you notice is it isn't completely Corey anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's being basically overlapped by a spirit of rage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he's Corey and a spirit.
Yeah, he's
I
both
step
right now.
the hell back.
Oh.
And I'm in the cave.
Time is running short, so let's pause,
Oh,
upload the stuff, and yeah.
Alright.